A while back, I had a really good idea for a series of videos. Well, the idea ended up working out really, really well for me. So today, I wanted to go ahead and show you exactly what I did for this series of videos that pound for pound was one of the most profitable series of videos that I've ever made. Let me show you exactly how I did that right now. I do on my primary channel, I do fishing content. And what happened was I went out fishing one day and I caught a fish. I had no idea what the rules and the regulations were for that fish. So I had to do a Google search, just like everybody in the history of forever has ever done. I had to do a search to see what the rules were on that fish. I was given three options when I did that search. The first option was the Google AI answered thing that they have. I absolutely was not going to trust a possible fine with Google AI, so I wasn't going to take that option. The second option that I was given was to go through the Google search, look at one of the websites that it provided, click on it, and sift through that website until I found that fish and go through reading what the regulations were. The third option that I was given was to look at one of the YouTube videos that showed up on the Google search video carousel to see if one of those had the answers for me. The problem with this was that every one of those videos was like 12, 15, 20 something minutes long, and none of them really identified the thing that I was looking for. As soon as I saw that, I knew that I had found area of opportunity for a video that I needed to make, and that is exactly what you need to be doing with this right now. Let me explain. So what I did was create this series of videos right here, every single one of them giving an answer to whatever the size regulations and limits are for that specific species of fish in Texas for this year. As you can see here, they are all very short videos, 1:20 seconds, 1:22, 1:17, 1:37. They are all very easy to consume pieces of content. It's a very easy answer to get your hands on. Imagine that person who is sitting out there, they catch a fish, they want a quick and easy answer to the question, is this a legal fish to keep? I used this for fishing, but you can use this exact same mentality for viewers in your niche, for your audience specifically. There's a couple of different things that you need to look at when you are making a series of videos like this. The very first thing you need to do is identify the viewer's pain points. What are the questions that they are asking? And there's a couple of different ways you can go about doing that. I did was go onto Google search, and you can do the exact same thing. Type in your niche. If you do Minecraft, type in Minecraft how-to and see what Google has to say about it. Check it out. Let's just do a simple search for yoga poses how to. And here is all of your answers right here. Now, understandably, some of these are a little bit strange. The internet is being the internet. Your options are yoga poses how to lose weight, yoga poses how to relieve gas, how to help you poop, how to avoid with sciatica, how to avoid in the first trimester. Every single one of these needs to be a video. Another thing that you can do in order to determine the pain points of your audience and figure out what it is they need content for, what it is they need answers for, you can also go to the larger creators in your ecosphere and read the comments in their videos. See if there are specific questions that the audience is asking that you can now provide answers for. The next step of this process is you need to formulate a consumable, palatable template for how you're going to film that video. For example, I know that the people watching the questions that I found, people who are looking for regulations on fish, they're going to want those answers really quick. They don't want to sit through a 10 or 15 or 20-minute video. I made a bunch of very short videos, not shorts videos, mind you, because shorts are a little bit harder to find in search. I made them short, but I made sure to not include them as shorts videos so that they can be found on Google search. After you have figured out this series of questions that you're going to ask, and right here, this is your list of videos that you need to make. So now that we have found this list and we know that we need to make these videos, you need to determine, do they want answers in 1.5 minutes? Maybe they want a more thorough and a deeper understanding. Maybe there's already people out there who have 3 or 5 minute videos on these topics, and you need to be the one making the 10 or 15 or 20-minute videos. It is also entirely possible that there are people who need information that is really detailed. Maybe they need the 60-minute video that has not been made yet, and you need to be the person making that video. An example on the template for my own video was I jumped right in. This is the quick and easy rules and regulations for this particular species of fish. But just before we get started, please consider subscribing, because obviously that helps me out, but it gives me an opportunity to give you answers to more of the questions that you have. Now, here are the regulations for this fish, this rules and guidelines and everything you need to know. Quick and easy, in and out. Let's take a look at that behind the scenes real quick before we continue, because I want to show you some numbers here. After I had my list of videos, and when I had the template for that video all planned out and ready to go, I took one afternoon and I filmed every single one of them back to back to back. It took me about 45 minutes to film all of these videos. Now check out these numbers on this series of videos that I did. Just about 8,500 views, earned about 140 hours of watch time, total bonus. This was complimentary content that I made. I was not going to make it otherwise. This was all bonus views and bonus money and bonus subscribers. Look at that. I got 83 subscribers out of this series. I also earned $54 and, 40,000 impressions. Not too bad for a series of videos that took me 45 minutes to make. Another thing to consider with this, though, I only made 6 videos. Imagine for just a second if I had continued this series and I was able to accomplish these very easy to make videos. What if I was able to do them once a week for an entire year? I could have 10x'd those numbers. We're talking about 800 subscribers. We're talking about $500 that we could have earned if I had simply continued this whole thing on and continued it throughout the year. Once you film your video, once you have that entire series put in place, the next thing you need to do is make sure that the titles of your videos you want to use SEO in order to make sure these videos get in front of the right people. So if people are asking, what are the best mods for Minecraft? Then that needs to be the title of your video. It also needs to be the very beginning of the description in your video. That's how you make a laser focused presentation for YouTube so that they understand exactly who this needs to be provided to. After you have made this entire series of videos, you take each one and you publish them on a certain day. Maybe have a select day where every Thursday is your additional content day. That's the day where this other peripheral piece of content gets published every single week. You want to take all of these videos and you want to put them into a series playlist. The value in this is that when it is a series playlist, that tells YouTube that this series of videos all belong together back to back to back. You don't really want to mix them up. You want them to be played in order. And when you do that, when the viewer watches that video, they are automatically going to be suggested the next video in that series. So you can very easily turn one view into 3 or 4 or 5, depending on how many videos you have in there and how long you can keep that viewer going through each individual video. Of course, another valuable thing that you should be doing with this, since you are answering a viewer's pain points, since you are getting in front of somebody who is in need of answers, you can also be providing them with products that help with these questions that they have. For example, since I am providing information on the rules and regulations for these fishing species, one of the things that I do is also say, hey, this is the tackle that I use to catch that specific fish. And there is a link in the description down below. It is an affiliate link, so it comes at no additional cost to you, but I make a little bit of extra money if you happen to make a purchase from that link. This is an excellent way to make just a little bit of extra money off of those videos, regardless of whether or not you're monetized. If you have any questions about any of this, feel free. Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I am really, really good about not only answering all of the comments, but providing as much information and answers as I can down there. Of course, if you wouldn't mind considering a subscription to this channel, I would very much appreciate it. It does help me out, but also it gives me an opportunity to help you out with any of the questions that you have. Maybe we can help you blow up your channel and do some amazing things on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate having you here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.